Hey guys, it's Dustin the Pro Picker here. I'm going to share with you some recent thrift store runs that I made and show you the kind of stuff that I like to pick up to flip for a profit on eBay. I make some pretty good scores here. So at this first store, I go ahead and I grab this Murano glass amber vase. I believe it's a vase. It's hollow inside. I'm going to call it a vase for right now. I don't know if I'll list it as that. At first, I thought it might have been a candle holder or so. So right here, this is like the new section where it's stuff that they kind of ordered to sell. But I happened to see a donated item there. It should go for north of $30 for $3.99, those Remington replacement heads. So I definitely picked that up. And here I am running into the next store, guys. And the only thing I end up picking up is this E-Force racquetball racket, which should be like 30 plus ship. In the next store, I make a couple rounds actually before I finally see it, guys. And right there at the bottom, those generic looking boots are actually Keens. So they're a good size. I think these are actually like size 15 or something. So I'm hoping to get about $40 for these shipped. And I think I should be able to get maybe a little bit more according to TerraPeak. So we'll see. Not too bad for $5 into them. And they are in pretty good shape. Now back to the original store that you saw at the beginning there. And I find these light bulb packs here. I get 2 of them actually for $5.99. And then I buy 2 different wrestling rings here. So I'm going to share those with you here in a moment. We've got the Money in the Bank one, which is pretty good. And it actually has all the parts to it to make the whole ladder ring kind of thing that it has going on there. That's a bathrobe. I do put that back. And right there, I get that UD shirt there. It's brand new. It's vintage. And then I get this chunky knit sweater by Emerald Design. And I'm paying like $5 for the sweater. Should get around the 30 plus ship mark, so not too bad on that. I move aside the new stock cart to grab this New Wave induction cooktop. And yeah, we should get over 50 plus shipping for it. And it's only $5, which was a bargain. I do grab another thing of light bulbs here. It's a 12 pack and hopefully get a little bit under 40 bucks for those. I'm paying like 5 or 6. And then I go into the American Thrift. I did ask if I could look at this stuff that they were putting out and they were totally cool with it. So I started looking at the shoes that they had and I'm really glad I did. So right here, I find these funky Air Maxes. I really like the colorway on this. I think it's really cool. And I think I paid like $8 for them, so we're probably looking at 50, maybe even a little bit more. So can't complain there. I'm definitely going to pick those up. And I don't think I'm going to have a hard time selling those. I see these Caterpillar boots. I don't typically buy like really used Caterpillar boots, but these are great shape. So I do pay $15 for them. And I do pay $15 for these Ariat boots as well, these women's boots. They have like a rubberized sole on them. I thought they were kind of neat. They were definitely in good shape. And I'm happy with picking up both sets of boots there. Continuing to look around here, I find I find a pair of New Balances. And I think I paid like $6. That's a high comp I put up there. I could end up with a little bit less. And then I find these really great condition Vans, these skates here. And yeah, they're the Skate High MTE 2.0s. And these are like the pastel ones. And depending on what condition you want to put it as, new, other, or used, that's kind of the comps that we would be looking at on those. And I do pay $15 for them. So, you know, I pay a little bit of money there for them, but definitely going to be worth it. This Pro Player Bengals t-shirt, single stitch right here. Man, everybody used to have these kind of shirts back in the day in the Dayton area when I was growing up. So definitely gonna pick that up. That's not an exact comp or anything. I'm hoping to get between 30 and 40 for it. And then I find this Cleveland Browns sweatshirt here. And I'm gonna grab this too for $6. I mean, why not? And that's the closest comp I could get for that brand. Hoping 30 plus, because I think mine's cooler. And I got this Brantley Indian jersey here, so I'm going to pick that up. Should do pretty well on it. And then I saw this Harley Davidson sweatshirt here, and yeah, it's vintage. It's a little bit older, and definitely going to pick this up. And yeah, hoping to get around the $30 range for it. It's hard to find an exact comp. These True Religions had a little bit more wear than I wanted to deal with, so I did end up passing like the elastic band there. And I found this interesting Bengals vest, so I am going to pick that up. I don't know about selling it though, because it does look like it was homemade versus something that was licensed at some time in a legitimate product. It's really cool though, and it's old, so I bought it. These Miss Me jeans that I find here, they had 15 on them, which isn't unreasonable or anything, but I decided to pass on them. Like, I tend to try and buy those kind of jeans for a little bit cheaper than that, but not a terrible deal. They had a Wii at the showcase there, so I wanted to see what game was inside and to see if it would be like make it more worthwhile. And the game does come out in just a second here. I have to tap the button again or something. But yeah, that's probably what I'll get on the Wii, is maybe around that $50, $60 range. And it had Just Dance 4 in there, which isn't incredible, but it's not the worst game you could possibly get in there. I do pick it up for $15. Hey guys, so I think we had some pretty good thrifting in today's video. Want to do a quick recap here with you guys. So we got these Keen boots. They are missing one pair of shoelaces. I'm hoping to get like 40 bucks for them, shipped somewhere in that range. And then we really scored on that new stock cart when it came to the shoes and everything. And I ended up getting these women's Ariats here, and they were $15. So definitely, you know, paying up when it comes to like thrift stores prices for shoes. But I mean, look at the condition on these. They're really good. Really solid, and yeah, hoping to get 65 plus on those, maybe 50 bucks here on these Nike Air Maxes. They're super funky and cool, I guess. These Vans were a huge surprise to find. Whenever you see kind of like a pair of Vans, or even like Chuck Taylors, anything like that, that seem to, you know, look different and unique, it's something you definitely want to look into, because a lot of those pairs can go for some pretty big money. And these, amazing shape, paid 15. I think it was worth it. I only paid like $6 on the New Balance here, and I'm thinking we'll probably get around that $30 range or so. This vest here is like homespun. It's hand, I think they just got some fabric or whatever and they made it, and I don't know about selling that on eBay, honestly, as I think about it. So who knows? It is cool though, if you're a Bengals fan. The Indians here, $6 on that's what I said. So this Harley, I didn't throw up an exact comp earlier because it's kind of hard. This one's out of Columbus, Ohio, and it's kind of vintage, so I went with it. The Pro Player Bengals shirt, I think we'll probably be able to get like 40 something for this, because like it's really cool. The font's like totally something you see out of like the 90s for sure. These are the kind of shirts people everywhere in Dayton had when I was growing up as a kid. These style of like really big prints of your team's football helmets and whatever. So yeah, that's a really cool shirt. I really like that. Really like finding that. And it's single stitch too, which you can see right there. And then we got the other team of Ohio, the Cleveland Browns. And yeah, I threw up a comp there. I put a comp on the screen for an Artex, but it was white. And I don't think it looked as cool as this one, so I'm thinking we'll get like 30. I thought this was really cool to find. It's UD. It's brand new, and it's kind of older. So, chunky knit sweater. And then, so I found this New Wave here for $5. I'm definitely going to pick up. You know, it's not worth as much as like a normal New Wave oven, like the huge big dome ones. But at this point, I'd rather have something like this, which is super easy to ship and list and requires almost no effort because it's brand new in there. For $5, why not? When I bought all the shirts and shoes at the American Thrift there, I did find this San Francisco Giants hat here. It is an Anco, and it's kind of old. I did buy that for $2. I don't know why I glossed over that. I got this E-Force racket here, and spoiler alert, I end up finding another E-Force racket at that same store like the next time I go or something, so you'll see that in the near future. Got a Wii here for $15. I got this wrestling ring. I got another one. This has like all the accessories for like a ladder match or something like that, so kind of cool. And the other one like comes apart. I don't really get it. I got this Murano glassware deal here.
I think it's a vase.
I don't know if it's a vase or a candle holder at this point. It probably is a vase because it's hollow in there.
That's too small for a candle, I think.
And then we got all the light bulbs right here, and we got these Remingtons, which were kind of crazy to see because it was in a section I don't really look at, which is the new stock section where they like buy stuff, but it somehow ended up over there. So I picked this up for $3.99 and should be an easy $30 shipped. And overall, I think it was a pretty good run here at the thrift stores. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have about $942 in gross sales potential from all of these thrift store trips that I shared. This is not including all the stores that I struck out at, didn't buy anything, whatever. And of course, when I say gross sales, you got to deduct shipping fees, cost of goods, and all of that. But I still think for what I paid, it's going to be very strong, very profitable, and a very good return. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.